you want to create a new layer and drag it all the way down to the bottom. So hold on. So it's right at the bottom, and you want to just for now we'll do just one single color. So hold the click down and click paint bucket tool, and I'll choose red for now, and just click anywhere. So you can see that a lot better. I know I've got a few white lines here, but just ignore that. You won't have that. You'll just have the black. The next thing you want to do is well, your video, there's a space here because that's where your video goes. But you want to make a border now, a white border. You don't have to have a border, but it looks neat. As you can see, this was my old. Oh wait, this was my old background, and I made a black border. As you can see, there's a slight black border. If I just get rid of that. So you want to make sure all the borders are the same size, and for now we'll make a white border. So what you want to do is you go back to this and you zoom right in, and you need to create a new layer which is also right at the bottom but just above the red, which is your background. So it's here, not the background, it's just here. And you want to click and drag over the first section, making sure that it's the same thickness, so about there. And as you can see, it's a little bit wide. So I'm going to deselect that, so Control D, because you want to get it spot on. So let me just try that again. I mean, you can have a thicker border, but I like it so it's nice and thin. So just keep on trying until you get the right thickness. No, it's still too thin. I'll make a fatter one just to make this easier. There we go. And then drag and make sure it's the same thickness around the edges, and let go. And then you want to go to your paint bucket tool, click the black and white, and then make sure you're selected on the white, and there we go. So that's created a small border. You don't have to worry about that big white space because the video will cover that, but it's made a nice white border there for you. And then you want to click so you want to hold Control D and deselect that, and then that's saved there. So you want to do the same for the bottom one. So you just want to zoom in, make sure that it's the same thickness as the other one you just made. Oops. You want to create another new layer. It doesn't matter if it's below or on top of the one you just did. And then you want to click and oh, I know I'm doing wrong. I didn't select this tool. Select this tool, and you want to click and drag. No, that's too thick. No. So it's just trial and error, but you will get there in the end. There we go. So you want to click and drag all the way down to the bottom right hand corner. Make sure it's the same thickness, and let go. And then get your paint bucket tool, and then click, and then click Control and D, and as you can see, it's got another white border. I'm just going to get rid of that black box because that's annoying me, and you won't have that. So I think it's on this layer. Yeah. Right. So that's your template. As soon as you've made that template, you want to file and save it, and don't save it as a JPEG image. Save it as a PDF file, because then you can go back and edit it. Once you've done that, I mean, I'm not going to go really advanced, but once you've got that, you can pretty much do anything to it. So, for instance, all the black boxes, you can click the bottom black box that you've got here in your layers, hold Shift, scroll up to your last black box, which is here, and it will highlight them all. And then if you right click and then merge, then you can simply change anything on this layer, it will change it on this layer. So that didn't really make sense, but you'll understand in a minute. So you click on this, and say for instance you don't like say for instance you don't like something, I don't know, over here, then you can just get rid of it and that will be viewed onto your channel. But that looks shocking. So what I normally tend to use is the pen tool. So if you go to the pen tool, you zoom in, then you can make these edges look pretty cool. Like for instance, my last one, I think I did something like this. So you want to click in the white, making sure that you've selected this tab. You're going to click in the white once, hold shift, go along here, click again, and because you've held shift down, it will automatically select a straight angle. And then you want to go right while still holding shift and click in this white little bit here and click, and then click up, making sure that you stay in the white, and then join it with this, and you'll know if it's joined because the little white circle will appear like that. So then click, so that's joined. And the next thing you want to do is right click it, make selection, make sure the pixels is 0, and then click OK, and that's selected that. And then you want to put it, make another new layer. You don't have to make a new layer, but I always make new layers because then if you don't like it, then you can get rid of it. So make a new layer, make sure it's over the top, select the paint bucket tool again and click, and then Control D, and as you can see it's made a pretty cool edge. And you can do that to all of these if you wanted. You don't have to, but it's just an idea. Now text. Some people are quite happy with something as basic as this and they just want their names down the side. So if you just want your names down the side, you just want to click the text tool, click anywhere, type in your name, make it as big as you want. I'm just going to change the colour of this to red. No, not red, that would be stupid. White. What colour should I have? Blue. And then if you want to change like the direction of it, like up, down or whatever, you go to this tool, click it once, and then hover over it and you'll get the little arrow, and then just click once again and then drag like that. And if you want it perfectly 90 degrees, you go up here, highlight that, -90, and then enter, and zoom out, go back to this tool, and then apply your settings, and you can drag it to where you want. You can select your fonts and by clicking it, Control A to highlight it all and go through all your fonts and select which ones you want. And if you want brushes, you can have some pretty cool brush effects. You go to your brushes. Oh no, sorry, if you go to your rubber tool and you don't want the white, you don't want just a straight edge, you want something a little bit more fancy, do a new, no, you go to this layer, which is your black boxes, click the rubber tool, click that, and select which brush you want. So I'm just going to click explosion brushes, which I've used in a previous video, select it, lower it a bit, and then I'm going to have to make that a little bit bigger, and then click anywhere, and as you can see it makes an effect in that black box without going on the outside, so it's pretty cool. This is just very basic. You can do whatever you want to it. You can change opacity settings, so like the black boxes, you just go to opacity and lower the opacity if you don't want it as dark. You can change the colours around, you can do everything. So if there's anything else you're not sure of, let me know and I'll make a more advanced tutorial for you, and you're sorted. Just one last thing, I'm going to go to File, Save As, save it as a JPEG, and then click Save. And for some reason YouTube has a limit to how big it is, but I've found that even if I do select it as the highest one, it still does it, so just leave it as that. Click OK. Close that. No, I don't want to save it. No, I don't want to save it. Come out of this, go back to your YouTube channel. Go to your channel, go to themes and colours, show advanced options, and then background image you want to click browse. Go to where you saved it, which is hold on, where did I save it? I think I might have saved it in images. Don't know where I saved it. Well, I can't find it for some reason, but anyways, you go to where you saved it, you click open, and then it will load it, and then you just wait a couple of seconds and it will load your whole background. And then once that's done, you want to make sure that your wrapper transparency is at 100 and your color palette's transparency is at 100 as well, and then save changes, and then voila, you are done. If you've got any other questions, let me know. You can also add images into it just by copying and pasting them in there, putting them wherever you want. You just have fun, really, play around with it, and I hope I've helped. And all the sizes would be right because you've done it right, and yeah. So thanks for watching. Please comment, rate and subscribe, and I'll see you later.